My AC unit has completely shut off. So if it is bothering you guys, let me know. I'll cut that off. I'm trying to put it on the lowest mode possible so you guys don't pick it up. It's not that big of a deal if it's on for me, but if it's a big nuisance for y'all, just let me know if it bothers you guys. But anyway, let's continue. So immediately first ban is a Maev. Looks like they've been doing their homework, right? Seeing the Maev pick in the past matches for match ready. They have a great combo style with it. Let's see, what the return counter is, right? Let's see, have match ready been doing their homework as well, right? That is important because if you don't do your homework, especially in higher elo games, I mean, honestly, any elo, right? You should know something about your team, right? Against what you're playing, or to ban things that is going to directly counter your comp, which you have seen in other highly competitive games, right? There are some teams that say, we're not going to really ban out any SL picks, we're going to ban out what the enemy team picks, or we're going to ban out things that completely counter us, even though if they don't play it, we're going to completely ban it, and we will work around whatever they pick. Those are some options that some teams tend to go down, but more than commonly, you just ban out, you more or less ban out the enemy heroes. Please turn on your heater. Oh god, it's gonna be hot for that. I had the AC on. It's a little hot down in the south. All right, Cassie is banned in rotation. Looks like they're target banning here, and then you have a follow-up Uther. Potentially, they don't want to see a double support comp, which is pretty annoying. But do we see a Cho'Gall potentially coming out? So we have a Sylvanas. Isn't really giving away too much about their comp, but great starter hero to pick out. Doesn't give away too much, but does a lot of damage for the enemy team. Now let's see what the counter picks are for the side of match ready. Let's see, do they have a certain draft they're wanting to run? Do they have, have they been practicing, other comps here? And the next 5 seconds we'll find out. So, all right, we're gonna get a gray main followed up by Sugar Bear and a Varian by Mr. Teal. All right, so it's already starting to look like a lockdown comp, right? So potentially, you could have healers like, Stukov, Brightwing, Anna on the taunt, right? Great lockdown healers to follow up. And again, you see this on a lot of drafts here. Oh, wow. We're going to get a TLV game already, right off the bat. Okay, followed up by Anna. So Anna is going to be a nuisance, right? And you can nano boost the Sylvanas to do a lot of damage, or you could get a Li Ming, which is incredibly good on this map in the right hands. And then completely sleep the combo. But you don't get your cleanse till 16 from the Anna, right? You have your level 16 cleanse, but can they make it far enough to where they, on the side of boosted bonobos, that really matters, right? So they're going to cancel out the ETCs. Arnomi goes a Wombo comp with Orpheus. All right, so potentially they're going to ban out the mage next, or they're going to ban out the healer. If I was them, I'd just go ahead and ban out the healer if I was on the side of Boost Bonobos, because you can deal with an Orphea better than you can deal with a Stukov typically, right? Because there's a lot of support. So they're going to ban out the Leo. They don't want to deal with it in Tomb here, with that combo it's coming to look like. So let's see what Grace decides to pick as a follow-up, because that is a target ban on Grace. But, I do think since Stukov is open, you can take advantage of it. But Anna was actually probably picked, now I'm thinking about it, for the Stukov, right? Maybe Anna is going to save her sleep as soon as she sees the lurking arm go down, right? Could be an option. So we are going to get a Li Ming, and we are going to get a Stukov, as we were saying. And the Li Ming is a great pick also. It's a great blow-up potential, and it can... dude. Fucking Cho'Gall. Fucking Cho'Gall. And it looks like they were counting on us. So they got the Greymane, they got the Li Ming, and they got a Malthael, right? And that's okay, right? This is actually a pretty solid comp against Cho'Gall. But with the Lost Vikings, allowing Cho'Gall to punish and team fight while letting TLV, get all the soap. Let's see if Grace can keep up with the TLV and still be a direct counter to Cho'Gall. But obviously you have your Li Ming and you have your Greymane, right? Great overall picks to counter a Cho'Gall in teamfights. But let's see if it's enough, right? So, all right. Looks like we're going to go into game number 1, everybody. So on Bull Sky Foundry, we're going to have a great match here. Cho'Gall with TLV, guys. Pretty insane. Let's read this. Every MR game I've watched, I haven't seen a single Sonya ban or pick by the team. Ain't no false. Very interesting stuff. Interesting indeed. Maybe it seems like they don't really prio it at all, which might not really be too big of a concern for them. But let's see how they perform, and maybe we'll get a Sonya in the next game. because I'm pretty sure there is a Sonya player on the side of Match Ready at the very least. At Jägermeister. All right, so we're going to introduce the first team, Boosted Bonobos, everybody. It's going to have Cho, played by Muffin, Sylvanas, played by Infofox, Anna being played by Patience, Gall being played by Confused, and the Lost Vikings being played by Wipeout. And introducing the Match Ready team on the right-hand side, Malthel being played by Grace, Varian being played by Teal, Greymane being played by Sugar Bear, Stukov being played by Paperwall, and Li Ming being played by Cold Fashion. All right, so let's see how it goes. They're probably going to start brawling out in mid. That's what you want to do as a Cho'Gall comp, but let's see how the reaction to Match Ready is, right? Because everyone knows Varian is not really a tank till level 4, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? Doesn't have taunt, doesn't have the health boost. But looks like they are just going to try poking it out, and TOV are going to go split straight to lane, which is expected, right? So they're going to poke out mid, get the XP quickly, and there should just be straight fast rotations, right? To completely mitigate the TOV damage. So Grace is already going down bottom. They're going to start poking out Cho'Gall here, just continuously poking. Look, they're already moving, right? But here they go. They already know that that top lane's clear, and Muffin's immediately guiding the Cho'Gall up top to completely clear, because they know on the side of Match Ready, they're going to completely go up top here. All right, my spray is so lame, has been called unlucky in Foxy. Can't be playing Heroes of the Storm without a good spray, baby. Everybody knows that. But it looks like they're going to posture for a camp here. Looks like they're potentially looking for Grace, but they see Grace now mid. And now, if you're on the side of Match Ready, you got to be careful here, right? If you're on the side of Boosted Bonobos, you can be a little aggressive here because you have your tank. But looks like they're not going to. They're going to send... Oh, no, Maltho's getting caught here. Potentially, can he take a lot of damage here? So it's poke. No, Teal coming in, but Teal is getting very low. Teal might go down. No, gets tapped, but runs completely into it and gets it completely annihilated. Gets striked out by the bowling ball. See you later, Varian. See you in the Nexus, baby. All right, so first blood is going to go towards Boosted Bonobos, and they're going to completely go top and start the support camp, right? This is what I'm talking about. Varian is weak in the beginning. It is rough for the Varian. But Sugar Bear's going to go in, maybe looking a little too aggressive here, just going to start poking out, and Varian's going to start coming on the way. But again, at this point, you're just poking them off, right? You can do a lot of damage, and here comes Grace. Grace is now rotating here, and you have the XP advantage if you're on the side of Match Ready here. All 5 are here. So do they take this? Does Cho'Gall take it? No, they're going to potentially dive on the Sylvanas, but here comes the Cho'Gall to peel and gets away. Now taunt is up. They missed the combo with the Li Ming here, but they do a lot of damage, and they win the support game. Very good on the side of Match Ready. They have an XP lead over TLV, which is really good. You don't want TLV to scale the Cho'Gall any further than you can. You want to try at least, at the bare minimum, stay on the same talent tier as the Cho'Gall player, right? Excuse me, because without that, you're going to lose a lot of team fights. And at a certain point, Cho'Gall power spikes extremely hard. I believe it's around, I think it's 16. I believe so. And don't quote me on that. But because you don't really get to see a lot of Cho'Gall players, right? So let's see how they react. So Grace is going to clear bottom here. And we are going to see how mid... Okay, so you have Li Ming soaking top here, and it looks like they're on the side of, for the Boost Bonobos, they're going to take pressure on the camp, but they're immediately going to silence or sleep the Varian here by a counter pick, and Sylvanas gets out and uses trait, and they're going to reset here. All right, still good XP lead. Lanes are being pushed in, and you are right, Dynasty. Cho'Gall is weak, but so is Varian even weaker, but they're going to completely punish the Sylvanas here because she used her E, and they should get the punish here, but they get the counter kill on the Greymane, but Infofox does go down, but they get the healing camp. I don't know why the healing camp wasn't used. Now it's being used. Oh no, they took it from them. They can be used, and Cho'Gall should potentially get out. Maybe Teal is slept, but can they get a combo here? They don't, but they still get a 1-for-1 trade here, but they need to start looking at lanes here if you're on the side of Match Ready, because TOV is going to do its thing here. They're going to passively soak, clear the top camp, right? And this is where TOV shines completely shines. But let's see. Oh, Cold missed the Q here. Unlucky. Hits the minions in the... It's the top minion. Unlucky. But they're gonna get a combo on the top of Cho'Gall here, but they don't really do anything. And you're gonna see a sleep in on the Anna to negate the Varian here. But they are getting kind of low, and Li Ming is now mid, potentially looking for an opportunity. Now, if you're on the side of Match Ready, and you don't see the Sylvanas here. Sylvanas is taking that. They don't know it yet, but could they start their camp here? Yeah, you see Sugar Bear completely going to the camp and dedicating it to you. Gotta take it quickly. Gotta be ready for this next fight. But you have time, right? Because you're at 40%, and Grace is just gonna try contesting it and try not losing too much. They're gonna get rid of the vision because they obviously on the side of Boost knows if they're not showing, they're probably on their bot camp, right? So here we go. This is probably the brawl that we're waiting for, and here goes. TOV is getting tons of value up top, as you can see here, right? With their camp. how does Match Ready respond here, right? They're going to clear out mid. They're already going to send Grace up top. So now they know it's a 4v4. They have to clear that out. And Cho'Gall does go in, but completely negates it. Goes right back up top to where he started at. And they're going to potentially, they're going to totally fight at 99%, right? So you're going to see Wipeout here with the Baylog. I believe that's Baylog, completely negate and contest here. But Cho'Gall is getting kind of low, and Sugar Bear is on the Sylvanas here, but can they get him? No. But both sides are low. Can Cho'Gall punish him? No, he can't. Both are low. They should look for a tap here. They're going to clear lane. They're going to let Sugar, they're going to let Paper Wall passively heal the Gray Main. And because of that push on the Sylvanas by Sugar Bear, it kind of forced them off the point and gets them the first objective to the side of Match Ready. Great play. They're playing really well, but look at the XP as we can see, right? It's fine potentially to give the first objective because you still want to play for the late game. And look how much damage Cho'Gall is doing. All they got was a cannon shot. They dedicated a lot to the mid tower here, but again, it is a weak Punisher at first, respectively, right? So as fast as they got it, they lose it even faster. But they do a lot of damage here, right? You get poked, and you still won the objective, right? So at least your enemy team doesn't get it. Sugar Bear's gonna go in on Cho'Gall and see if he can get a lot of damage here. And are you? No, Anna misses the sleep, and Silence does come out, but they can't get anything. But again, Cho'Gall is low. Sylvanas does go in, but completely ease out. Can they get anyone else with the protector? No, they don't. Oh, potentially? No, super close. Super close. Now, with them being low, you can do a little bit more poke. You have 8% in 10 seconds. Not a whole lot you can do with it, but you can get some poke, right? Some pressure. You're not going to get the you're not going to get the well here, and that's fine. But you're looking good. You're still keeping up in race. Grace on his Mouthdale still keeping up with TLV while his team is allowing him to focus on his soak, and they're respectively taking out every wave that Grace isn't on to, again, counteract the TLV, because TLV is annoying. Now, with level 10 comps here, let's see if they're going to punish the Cho'Gall here, and Cho'Gall should go down with Grace's ult, and completely gets obliterated. Great combo, great look. They were looking for the Cho'Gall, and first stack with last rights. Excellent ult. Cho'Gall was not ready for that, and the Silence was placed at a good point right in front of the Cho'Gall, so he couldn't really use any abilities, and I believe it potentially hit the Anna. I was not fast enough to see it, but great Silence overall by the Stukov, and that is the power, right, of a quick setup burst comp. You have a bullet coming out, you have a taunt and a Silence, and then you have a Li Ming combo. Their whole comp completely shreds a Cho'Gall if you put all of it on the Cho'Gall, but it can be a little scary doing that, because if you waste all your eggs in one basket on Cho'Gall and the Anna can keep them up, you're down. You're going to be down that fight. It just depends on how fast you can kill and chunk the Cho'Gall, because Anna so early pre-16 can't get that quick burst in, but has that cleanse too, as we were talking about 16, the 13 to 16 talents, right? The cleanse at 13, I believe, and 16 is the triple tap. So let's see, how does the Anna respond to this, right? Because it kind of really does come down on how fast overall the Cho'Gall can react. So they are going to have vision on him, which is smart, and they're going to start taking their camp here prior to the objective here. The objective should come up shortly, because it's going to come up to the minute-and-a-half marker here. It's going to come shortly, but they're prematurely taking their camp. They want to allow pressure with the TLV or with Sylvanas' Merc Queen, which, again, we have talked about in the past, right? We have talked about in the past that Sylvanas is a great character on this map, especially with Merc Queen, but they're going to kill the middle. TLV probably was looking somewhere else, so that is good. But again, TLV, even losing one, it's fine, because they're going to be so soaking life. They're going to get a complete combo down on the Cho'Gall. Can they kill him, though? So this is what I'm talking about. Nano does come out. They're going to get a complete turn. Grace is there, but can he get the last right? Last right sees off, and completely annihilates the Cho'Gall again, right? Here comes a combo. Can Cold Fashion kill? They do. They get a double kill. Can they get a triple? No, but this is where you start putting pressure on the mid lane. Cold Fashion is, for some reason, hitting a fat B step. Took a little bit to realize he's hitting the B step, but instantly starts taking out the fort up top. Is going to start looking to start pressuring, because what you need to do, right, prior to the objective here, now they don't have a way to escape. This is big. You have Nano down. You have both of Cho'Gall's comp down, but look at the cycle for the side of Match Ready. Look at their ults, right? They're all low cooldowns. The only big cooldown that you have on the side of Match Ready is the last rights, right? And with Mouthdale stacking completely over and over, you're gonna shorten that cooldown, right? So yes, Himibo, with cleanse, you with the Anna, if she goes to stun, you can negate that. But again, cleanse is not till way later. So, ooh, unlucky, didn't get the kill there. But that's all right. You still forced out the TLV ult here, right? So it's 100, I think it's 100-second cooldown, right? Yeah, 100-second cooldown, play it on cooldown. Now, you can look for another fight, right? Because, look, they don't have their ults again. They only have Nano Boost, and they have to respect this combo here. Can Teal set up with Paper Wall? That is the two that you really need to set up here. Cho'Gall does EE in, but can they punish it, right? They're gonna look. They should look, because Sylvanas doesn't have Willing. doesn't have her ult for Wailing Arrow, but Wailing Arrow can be completely detrimental. Here comes the combo again, here it goes again, and here comes the stasis, right? Last rights is negated by the stasis, and they're gonna completely get baited out. But can Li Ming poke it? No, she can't. But look how, again, low Cho'Gall is. Cho'Gall is completely low. But Greymane does catch the Sylvanas here. So on the side of Match Ready, you're still looking good. Look at the XP now, right? Sugar Bear should be tapping here, and they're gonna completely just get this free killer. Oh, unlucky. Nice try though, but you didn't really need to use taunt. There's no follow-up for you. But whatever, it's on rotation, right? So now you have, again, 2 people in lane. That way Malthael can still soak, and they're playing for that 16, right? If you're on the side of Boost of Bonobos, you really have to play for the... They take the roots and slows here, but not the stun. Let's see if it works out for them. Unless, I guess, I'm not really a healer player, so I could be mixing up my talent choices, so, you know, excuse me on that. If that was the right talent for him, then that's the talent we were referring to. But with Anna picking, if she picked the right talent, right, we will see if it is going to be used accordingly, because you can completely negate that comp, right? So now Cho'Gall is going to be using his Molten Block to block out the combo, but he's still going to be low, right? But if you take this fight to level 20 on the side of Boost of Bonobos, if it gets that far, right, Anna completely nano boosts to Cho'Gall, and then you get your heals right back up. It's going to be nutty, right? So with that being said, with taunt, well, the reason why I'm saying with stun here, I'm pretty sure the silence rooted stun with the taunt does count as a stun, I believe. I have seen it used, and I have played Anna against a variant where I picked the stun combo, or picked the stun ability and negated the taunt, which is what I've seen. And again, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that would still work. But again, it really comes down on Anna, regardless of whatever the ability is. It really comes down on that Anna. Can she save? But again, you also have your Molten Block. So they are going to prio a third objective here. Smart, not bad. Now, let's see how Malthael plays. They're looking for an objective here. They're looking, excuse me, not the objective. They're looking to completely pressure down bottom. Here comes the nano boost here. The 16 fight is up, but they're going to completely go for the last rights here, but he's going to negate it yet again. And Anna misses her triple heals her. Can they punish Muffins here? They're going back in. Muffins is super low. Excuse me, the Cho'Gall is super low, and they're going to completely stun out the back line. That could have been critical. That could have been huge, but they do have their tap. You got to fight away from the fort a little bit, you know, start poking away, but great stuff on the side of Match Ready. And look, their ult is bright to be back up on rotation here. So let's see how they respond here, right? They're looking aggressively here. They're looking to see where they can cut them off. Now, Teal is scouting out, because as soon as this goes down, they might be looking for a combo here. Teal is scouting here. They're going to taunt again, and he misses his sleep. And they should be able to punish here. Slide. It's a little bit slow, and the Paper can Cold Fashion finish it. You just got a combo. No! But they do get the Anna mid. Great stuff. But they get the taunt. Unfortunate. But you can still get the mid for it now, because you did get that Sylvanas kill. Or Anna kill. Great stuff on the side of Match Ready. They're looking for opportunities and not just on the Cho'Gall. Potentially, you could lock down other meta characters. But again, at this point, now that Anna's down, you can start to look at taking the third objective wave. You have 2 TLVs up top, and they're going to focus on the Lost Vikings down bottom, and that's fine. Right, that's fine. Now, if you're on the side of Match Ready, you can go ahead and just push in this bottom for it here. Take it for free because you earned it by killing the Anna. And looks like the variant player is looking for an opportunity here. Cho'Gall does cast his ult. Sugar Bear's a little bit high up, but can they just take down the fort? Just play a little passively here. Play for your 20 at this point, right? You can kind of avoid those team fights, right? Because you're in the lead here. So they're gonna call out an aggressive, camp here, but they're gonna completely potentially kill the Cho'Gall here because there's no Anna. And the reason why I say aggressively is because they're just on their side, and not saying that it was a bad idea. It was a great idea, because playing aggressively when you have the advantage is how you snowball the game, right? So just for clarification purposes. But here comes the counter by Sylvanas. Sylvanas knows the back at a good time. Great stuff. Now, you're going to start looking to see if they start taking a support camp. No, they're just going to clear top, potentially kill the Lost Vikings here. Is it really worth? Yep, they do. They completely annihilate him. See you back in the Nexus. But again, they're like mosquitoes. They'll be right back, right? They just come back out of nowhere. But with that being said, you only have 1 TOV left. There's no ult now. You're going to start taking your support camp to prep for the next objective. Now, if you're on the side of Boost of Bonobos, you're looking to see a potential gank, right? And let's see if Match Ready sniffs it out. Do they catch the Malthael on rotation here? Because then, this is scary. Now, does Grace sniff it out here? Grace is completely caught out by himself. He's going to get caught here, and he completely gets annihilated. Doesn't even sniff it out. Doesn't even suspect it. Gets annihilated. And on the side of Match Ready, that's a big uh-oh, right? But again, you're still close to 20. It's fine. You just need to play patiently here. But you're going to get a silenced root on the Sylvanas. This should be a full combo here. But great try. Great way to force combo by Cold Passion. They get him. Teal does secure it, but you should be able to grab the Ana next. Ana should be in complete trouble here. This is big. This is massive. Those are 2 big kills prior to an objective here. You can look for opportunities here to start pressuring where you need to. Malthael will be up in the next 25 seconds. Pretty good. And yes, we almost have a fully stacked Greyman. You don't really get to see that often. They're playing really well around it. That's really good stuff. And then they're looking to be aggressive here. They know that there's no healer behind. But can Teal catch the variant taunt here? But no, he doesn't. And you can start pressuring a little bit, right? You can start, push some pressure. Okay, nice wave of force by the Li Ming here, paying attention to get a free kill. And it's fine, right? Make TLV waste their ult if they're going to do it. But they're probably not, because you have 2 in lane. And you're looking to start pressuring. There is an early Stukov silence here, potentially looking for a catch on the Cho'Gall. Start pressuring, right? This is big. This is massive for them. Here comes the Chaunt. Here comes the silence, potentially, and they should go down here. They do. That is huge. That is a Cho'Gall down. And what? Whoa, they cut the Cho'Gall because the Cho'Gall didn't respect the combo. Couldn't get the level 13 Molten block up in time. If you're on the side of match ready, this is huge. This is a free... Oh, they want to see big because they have 2 people down. Can the Ana and Sylvanas protect this game? And I don't think they can. I don't think they can do it. I think, oh, they're going to completely catch it. What a great catch by the Stukov here. Excellent catch by Paper Wall. Looking for the opportunity. And this should be game headed towards match ready. They completely countered the Cho'Gall comp by Boost of Nose, which they are known for, from what I understand. And they did a great job utilizing their picks. They used their great communication. It's great to see that. They completely negated the Cho'Gall here. But dang, it's just unfortunate, right? Because when you're looking at, the Cho'Gall comp like that, Cho'Gall just could not, right? Just could not keep up with the amount of soaking that was, going towards, the Malthael. They were doing really well on the side of match ready. They were looking at the fact that they just need to play passive and to play aggressive when need be. And then the minute that Cho'Gall, right, couldn't get back up, it didn't matter, right? So let's look at the talents here while we have a minute. So let's see, Twilight Frenzy. Yeah, they didn't go it. They didn't go the half reduction. And I really feel like on the side of Boost Bonobos, you probably needed that Cho'Gall timer because the amount of comboing that side of Match Ready was doing. Exactly, Destruct. I do agree. Match Ready played really well. They understood how to counter Cho'Gall. They're potentially looking at how to counter that Cho'Gall, right? Yo, what's up, Gio? How you doing? And so let's see how Boost Bonobos picks their next map, right? Let's see it. And I'm actually going to play some background music because this feels a little weird not having music. Play a little for it. I like having a little background sound. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of need it. The lesson of the day: trap, cleanse, into exactly. I've said this every time I've seen a Varian Stukov combo, right, or any big stun CC combo. It takes 1 cleanse, just one, to pretty much negate the whole combo, right? Just 1. Or if you're an Uther, you get 2, right? Or an Oreo, you get your ult. But you have to have it. You just have to have your cleanse early. That's the issue here, right? Right. No, I get what you're saying. So let's see where they're going to take us to the next draft, guys. What do you think we're going to see here? And seeing a combo setup, right? Like you didn't see the Tychus, right? You saw this is a very basic comp. It's a very linear comp, but just like in anything, if you get your basics down, just like playing that comp, you can go a long way. Again, all you need is a silence to stop any cooldown or any abilities being used, and a variant just to hold you there, right? It's a great linear comp for any team to play, but again, this is the power of using the basic combo. It's like the old days of doing a Stitches hook to gorge an enemy, and a fall stab just completely gusts you away. It's simple, basic team comp strats like that, and it could really excel. So let's see where we're going to be taken here. I'm still waiting on the next map, guys. That was a very exciting game, and I'm hoping, and I always say this is a caster, I always want to see, 3 rounds, but that was very decisive on the side of Match Ready. They clearly understood. But let's see what Boost Bonobo's next comp is, right? This team does pull out a bunch of surprises. Again, I was completely thrown back whenever I did see the Cho'Gath comp, and it seemed like on maps like Volskaya, they do, or in Volskaya, a lot of teams tend to pick the Cho'Gath comp, and it seems to be that's just maybe a Div A East and West type of thing, or even Div B, just based upon observation, right? This is all based on observation. But everything else looks pretty standard here for both sides, so trying to see if anything else that catches my eye. Oh, and let's talk about that Stukov here, right? Stukov made some excellent plays. Let's not forget that. Great playmaking abilities by Paper Wall. You have to respect it, right? A Stukov is so scary in the right hands when you hit a nice W, right? The throw into a complete silence to Ruchu at the level 13 talent for the virulent reaction. He played it very well. He caught the Cho'Gath, not all the time, but the silence was still there. But right, when you see the other heroes that he raw comboed on, that was really good. Again, at the ending, killing Sylvanas just completely, the game was already secured, but again, that's pretty good that you completely caught her with no fault, with no CC to really set you up. You just did it yourself. You just made the play yourself. Great stuff. So, see, so the Vikings compensate that offset XP with Cho'Gath having, yes, so you typically, with that comp, they're trying to utilize the Viking to compensate for having more people, or 2 people playing Cho'Gath, but it's if the enemy team can counter you, if A, they're winning the team fight, or B, if you're taking smart fights, and which you'll see throughout Match Ready is when Grace was down bottom and Match Ready did not need to force a fight yet, right? When they didn't need to force fight, you would see typically Greymane or Li Ming catching the Soak still. Soak was always being caught, right? Which is good. That's really good to see. So when you see, what's your thoughts on Cho'Gath? You need a main tank, or is he a tank? You know, there's a lot of comps you could go, right, with that. My thoughts on it are, I like to see another tank, but I like to see a damage tank, right? Especially depending on the map here. All right, so we're going to Dragonshire. Sorry, guys, let me, while I'm answering this. I do, but other people have their opinions. I do like seeing another tank with Cho'Gath to help set up, especially a damage tank. You'll see sometimes Diablos and Ubrax, or I like Murden, really, because he does a lot of damage. Let's see here. Dragonshire. Yeah, I agree with you, Dynasty. But see, they having that hard CC really sets up Cho'Gath. So let me go ahead and take you to the map bans again. So it looks like Boosted Bonobos, our home team here, is selecting Dragonshire. Could be an interesting... I like watching a good Dragonshire game, just like I like watching a good Towers of Doom game, right? Because it's such an exciting matchup to see. Taking a quick hydration break. But also depending on the comp too, and depending on where you're going, I really do like, let's just say you're on Infernal Shrines. I love seeing a good Diablo with the Cho'Gath, because the amount of damage you can do and the amount of pressure you can put as the Diablo. But again, it just depends on what type of combo style you're trying to do. So you're gonna have first ban on the side of Boost Bonobos, so they're gonna get the first pick here. They're gonna again focus out the Maiev here. They don't want to deal with it, right? They know that, clearly they know their comp here. They as said in chat, right? You're gonna see Match Ready do their blow up comp with the potential Orphea, or again, you have your Li Ming, right? So there's 2 good healers that could really go with this. But let's see, does Boosted Bonobos respect ban some of these picks here? And let's also see what Match Ready decides to do. They've done their homework on the Dragonshire pick for the side of Boosted Bonobos, because Boosted Bonobos, I can guarantee you, has a comp south. All right, so we're gonna get another Medivh ban. And as we said, Medivh is really good on maps like these because they're quick rotations or quick ganks, and you can completely obliterate teams with a good Medivh. It's one of the most annoying characters in the game besides Stukov, because when you almost kill a Stukov, you have that level 1 talent that doesn't let you get punished because the Stukov is just busted. And Whitemane. I forgot Whitemane too. Whitemane's completely busted too. I hate them all. Hate playing against them. But I love them when they're on my team though. I love it. I love it when they're good too. So let's see what the second ban's going to be. Stukov. All right, they are respect banning the Stukov. Honestly, out of that whole comp, one of the biggest prio bans that you need to do for that comp is just get rid of the Stukov here. I mean, taunt is still annoying, but Stukov is really what makes it annoying. Getting rooted in the late game, but also getting silenced, because once the taunt's over, I believe in like, what, 2 seconds, you can get out, right? If the DPS is not, on point at the same exact time taunt goes off, you can still have a chance to get away. But that silence here, it gives you more time to do more damage, right? So we're going to get another Uther ban. So they are aware. It seems as if they're aware. Boost Bonobos does do a double heal or a double heal comp, excuse me. So we are going to get a Cassia pick on the side of Boost Bonobos. Great pick. I always like Cassia. Scary character. You know, it's starting to get through the ban phase typically. But let's see on the side of Match Ready. Do they prioritize a tank here? Do they prioritize their assassin? So they're going to take the Greymane yet again. And do we get a variant? We're going to get a variant. So we might end up getting, you know, we may end up getting a, let's see, a Brightwing. Or you may end up getting a, let's see, another follow-up character. I'm blanking here now, even though I literally just said a bunch of healers. So we're going to get a Mei and a Falstad. Falstad's really good at being global, and Mei overall, really solid pick. I believe I looked up her record. She's at a 55% win rate right now, at least in SL. But you do see a lot of higher elo players starting to pick Mei, because Mei is just like another version of Johanna in a sense. Great control points by the Blizzard and E combo. So you're saying, I disagree. I don't think a tank helps that comp at all. Well, you got to think about it like this, right? Shogal does a lot of damage, right? He has a lot of health. But if you have, for example, teams that play like a great hard stun character, you're able to do a lot more damage. But I do understand what you're saying, because then you're going to be missing out on the damage by potentially another assassin, right? Because in that comp with the TLV, you would need that Sylvanas, right, to do the damage. So I understand where you're coming from. It just depends on that TLV pick, like what's going to be your double soaker, right? So, and also depends on the map. It's really map dependent on what type of other tank. If you do go another tank, what you go. But I do think that they needed some sort of front line or a cleanse to deal with the side of Match Ready's comp. But again, not totally disagreeing with you, but not totally agreeing either. So, all right, we're going to get a Li Ming and an Ana combo. So they have to be able to hit the silences here, or the taunt, obviously, so it's going to be taunt silence into, again, here comes another blow-up comp, right? Li Ming, Greymane, Bullet into full orb, Wave of Force combo, into probably late game Nano Ming. And Lucio. Lucio's a little interesting. I like Lucio. I like Lucio in the variant too, especially if you're good at it. You can queue away, right? You can queue away the variant if you're fast enough, right? But if you're slow, you're going to get punished. Because the problem when you play Lucio into a click the stun tank like variant taunt, like Diablo, right? Those two in particular, you just do a lot of damage and a lot of lockdown, right? So Nano Cho'Gall does enough damage a lot of the time. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, but I feel like being able to lock down a hero with that lot of damage, it typically swings in the favor of the Cho'Gall, because Cho'Gall does a lot of damage. Cho and Gall do a lot of damage. That's like a Bruiser and an Assassin, like what was said before. So we are going to get a Sonya here. I love seeing a Sonya pick here. It's really good and can compete with the double soak. And it's kind of hard to gank a Sonya, especially in the right hands. And if you go leap too, then it's basically like a taller version of a Muradin with a 60-second cooldown. But let's see, or 50 or 60 seconds. Let's see how this game goes, right? Both comps are still looking good. You have global, you have TLB to just completely be a nuisance on the map. If you go bribe and you're doing well, you can start taking camps. You can start being very aggressive. And let's see how the side of Match Ready counteracts that, because in the right hands, TLV can be very devastating to an enemy team. So here we go again, guys. I'm going to switch the overlay, and we are going to our match number 2. We're going to do another introduction to our team here. So starting out for Boost Bonobos, Mustin being played by Mei, Infofox being played by Falstad, Lucio being played by Patience, Cassia being played by Confused, and TLV being played by Wipeout. And for the side of Match Ready, we have Sonya being played by Grace, Varian played by Teal, Greymane being played by Sugar Bear, Ana being played by Paperwall, and Li Ming played by Cold Fashion. Now, we're going to get the same comp pretty much again for the side of Match Ready, right? They understand how they need to be playing their comp here. They know that you just got to play around at, pre-level 4. Potentially you could play around a raw E by Paper Wall for the sleep. But, so Teal is completely going to get caught out here. Do they do enough damage? Because Teal is not a real tank yet, and he should go down here because he is completely caught out by the rotation here, and was surprising. They went completely aggressive. They had a feeling that they were down bottom, it looked like, and Mei caught out the Varian. Again, you have to play very passively, play your lanes here, so you can get excellent soak to get for it. Now, Ana is in her trait form. Can they punish her? She does get frozen here, and Falstad does go in, and Ana should go down here because Lucio is going to go back in, and they're going to completely punish Ana for being in trait here. Ana did not really need to be in trait, in my opinion here, only because you're only healing one person. You don't really need the range. The Greymane's right next to you. Now, Greymane's going to take some pressure, but they should start their camps in the next minute, right? This is where you need to start prioing takes. Maybe they're potentially going to look to invade bottom. That you're seeing straight aggression because they understand Varian is just really weak in the beginning, as we keep saying. However, let's see how Match Ready responds. Do you fight for this, or do you just give it for the time being? And yes, Himibo, High Five does counteract the Varian comp, which is potentially why they are doing it. Now, Greymane is getting really low. Could he get punished here? No. Varian is trying to peel for the Greymane. Greymane is super low, doesn't want to be too aggressive here, and backs up safely. But again, you just mitigate the damage here, right? All you gotta do... all you gotta do is play passively for the level 4. You're right, Caillou. Christian. But you play for the level 4 talent here, right? So on the side of boosted Bonobos, you're a whole level lead ahead. TLV is being a nuisance for the Sonya, right? Is going to try punishing out these, being a nuisance for Sonya and going to run away and do a lot of damage here. Now, you've got to start playing for your camps here. Does Varian start to anchor here, though? Because, look, they're trying to get as much damage, but on the side of Boost Bonobos, you should have a potential idea. Maybe. They might be on their top camp. You don't know. But it looks like Sonya's going to be completely caught out up top, potentially. But Sonya's pretty tanky, but can Fawcett do a lot of damage? Is it enough, right? Getting free stacks by the new hotfix dishonorable discharge here. Really good. But here goes on the side of Match Ready. They have their comp up here, and they have to wait till level 10, but can they start stunning out? And they do get the objective in mid by boosted Bonobos. That is huge here. Huge. But again, it's a level... It's a very early Dragonite, but again, you're negating the Dragonite here. Greymane is gonna get caught out here. Clear, she's completely caught off. Falstad came from the top ropes, and they're gonna punish the Greymane for doing a very aggressive rotation here. But can May punish Varian here? They should be able to punish here because you have an Ana behind you. But again, that rotation was a little bit too aggro. You probably should have taken the safe route because you knew this team was gonna be here, right? But again, look at the damage that was done mid. If that's all the damage you're going to do, that is a lot of value because now look at bottom. You have Greymane now rotating. You have a 5-second rotation time. They're going to start taking now bottom wall. Varian is struggling to protect this wall. It's clearly going to go down. They're making a 4-man, and they're just going to stall the objective here, right? You really just need to leave mid because at this point, they're just trying to stall you out to take advantage down bottom. This TOV isn't going to really do much more than take out. So great stuff on the side of Boosted Bonobos. They're looking for opportunities and they're playing the rotation ganks right, especially in the early game against Varian. That is great. Now both sides are going to start taking their bruiser camps at the same time. But let's see who plays the chicken game first, who takes it first, right? All right, so now looking at the lanes here, you got a neutral lane here. TOV is pushing out, Varian's catching it, but then you're losing some soak top, but TOV should be able to catch all of it. Yeah, clearly catches it, but they're going to send Falstad. They're potentially looking for the rotation gank here. No. So look at that. Boosted Bonobos was looking for a quick take on their camp and then immediately going over theirs. That's really smart on the side. They're trying to just basically push them off the point and apply rotation. But when I say smart, it's a very tactful position because you are forcing into a 5v4 because TLV does not come alive until PvP until a little bit later. But when you force fights with TLV, forcing enemy teams to fight, that means you're forcing them not to soak. So by completely continuously being aggressive at times, at good times, I say that very emphatically, good times with TLV. Now, Falstad is going to try catching out the Sonya. He's going to go into the bush here. Does Sonya suspect this? Is it called out? No. They're going to do a complete rotation. Now, they should be able to punish Sonya because she should be pushing. No, but they missed. And Sonya sidesteps it, but no, she completely stepped in the blizzard. Oh, she did not time that very well here. Oh, unlucky for Grace. But now that you see that they're all top, you can safely take your bottom camp. But look at the XP lead. You're, again, a whole level ahead. They are playing this. Boosted Bonobos is playing their comp so well. So well. They're gonna, at this point, they're basically looking like they're just trying to prio a lane where you can catch out someone, right? Falstad should play the mid game as you should as a Falstad and look for opportunities, whether it's mid or bottom. You're probably gonna be able to punish out the Sonya if she does not respect, yeah, I got you. If you're not going to respect the Falstad, right? So there's the stats system. So there's your stats for you. All right, so looks like there's a silence on the Cassie, but they're going to get a silence to hop in. They're completely try obliterating him, but can they do enough damage? No, but they get the Lucio speed out. Oh, can the Greymane catch him? It's going to be a grenade in. No, but they're going to look for a counter engage potentially, but they're going to catch a false set, but there's nothing there. Silence is done again, but the unstoppable is used with high five. High five, guys. High five, everybody. Lucio, great on high five. Great cleanse. but really scary, right? TOV is going to get it again. TOV is punishing on this map, completely punishing. Sonya's having to play the double soak game, and this is where TOV gets so annoying in this game, right? Because when you're facing the 5v4, right, you have to deal with that. He's forgot that he's hitting the dragon. So look, they're gonna get both forts potentially here. Li Ming is having to cover mid, but doesn't get kicked. Should she teleport here? But there is an immediate high five. So looks like Boosted Bonobos understands how to counter the match ready comp here, right? High five is gonna be crucial, and you have a Mighty Gus. Christian, you lost your bet. And so basically at this point, if you're on the side of match ready, you have to, oh, the sleep miss, no! And if you would have caught that, that would have potentially been a big blow up. But see, here's the thing on the side of match ready. If hypothetically the high five isn't enough, you have a Gus just to disengage, and you have Ice Wall. You have so much counter to war. So again, as we're talking about the cleanse being good, you have more than just cleanse now, right? You have so many disengage tactics on the side of Boosted Bonobos, but let's see how match ready plays it. So she's gonna get a setup for the Li Ming caught here. This is a big choke. And you really don't want to fight here because that is a Mei in the choke here, but then you get big damage on the fall set here. Now, and high five was used already. Now here's the thing about high five that a lot of people don't realize yet. You can't spam it on the same hero after it's done being used, right? So that is where utilizing that talent. Now Teal should not go in because you're fighting into a camp here, but they're gonna get, again, a gust and a cleanse immediately, right? They understand that. But as I was saying about the Lucio player, right, and as I was playing high five, I noticed, right, you cannot cleanse the same player. I don't remember how long. I can't remember. It might be like 5 seconds or 6, but you can't cleanse the same player. So that might be your target. Whenever you have a Falstad gust down rotation, if you see a cleanse on a target, that potentially may need to be your target because they can't get a cleanse, obviously. So keep that in mind, right? Listen, he's doing more lightning damage than Cassia. That's winning my book. Yeah, right. Who's the true thunder god here, right? The true lightning god. All right, so they're gonna take their camp, and again, either you force a pre-13 fight, which I don't think they're able to do. It's not looking possible here because on the side of Boost Bonobos, they're gonna take their camp and they're gonna easily play for the 13. They're playing the game smart, right? They're playing passive when they need to. They take opportunities, and they're playing aggressive when they need to, and they're completely utilizing the TLV. It's really rough for Boosted Bonobos. 20, okay, 20, 10, okay, so different numbers here. But again, you get my point, right? There is a delay, there is a time frame for the high five is my point. But thanks, guys. So 15, 20 seconds. All right, but still, that's a long time. But that is where Gus comes in, and that is where things get pretty spicy. And if you start looking and see if you can potentially get the rotation on Gus, because Gus is only a 60-second cooldown, you have a minute. You have 20 seconds to 20 seconds on the cleanse, but you have a minute. So you have to completely re-engage again with low cooldown timers for the side of match ready, which was happened last game. Now they're gonna potentially look for no, they're not, because it's just a TOV again in it. They're gonna burn down they're gonna burn this Dragonite down. They're gonna look at taking the bottom keep walls, excuse me. Believe me, he's gonna get kicked out, but teleport's great. Teleport to mitigate the kick, and they're going to potentially maybe look for opportunity. No, they're just gonna poke it away. Sonya's made. Sonya might be the next opportunity here, and they're speed boosting. They're gonna try slowing, and Sonya's gonna go up top and okay, perfect. That is fine. You're just trying to get out, and it is only a 60-second cooldown, so it's not bad for Sonya using that at all. And on the side of that, you had TOV being pressured up top. And it kind of, again, doesn't really matter. They're just gonna, they should be able to kill this bottom TLV. Here comes they didn't waste the time. They get the pistol kill down the bottom by the Varian here, or by the Greymane here. So what can you do on the side of match ready? I honestly think exactly. Teal is looking for a engage. You need to engage on them. You need to play aggressive. You have to force these 5v4. And here comes a high five, and here comes a big burst. Now Gus is going to be coming in. Now here comes the TLV in the back line. They're going to try focusing on the Greymane. Greymane is caught out a little bit, and here comes the Blizzard. And here, no Blizzard, but Mei goes in and completely pistol kills the Greymane here because he's a little bit overextended in front of the tank. Now, can they catch the Li Ming in the back line? No, their Varian's going to be pushing in, and Foster gets chunked by the Li Ming, but Varian should be the next one to fall here. Varian should be the next one that dies here because he's completely lit. You have to leave him, and this is where you cut your losses. So again, at this point, when you are looking for an aggressive engage by the side of match ready, it is challenging, very challenging. And the reason for that, again, is how Boosted Bonobos is countering their comp, right? Each character has some form of way to help one another to get out. You have a cleanse on Mei to mitigate the damage, but they also pick the Ana to mitigate the Ana heals. But again, there's so much smaller things going on for each character to completely mitigate. Oh, close sleep there. That would have been really good if he caught that sleep. But again, high five would have just cleansed it off. So how do you play this? How do you look? You have to, again, potentially look for the rotation on cooldowns. But again, they're 16 now. They're looking for a complete engage. They completely block off the objective or the save point here. But Varian will be the taunt here. And Sonya does go into potentially the peel. Can they get the Mei here? Mei might go down here. But here comes the Gus. Again, exactly as I was saying. Lucio, when Lucio is not enough, you have Falstad to completely mitigate their whole comp. That is really, really annoying for the side of Match Ready. You can start potentially sensing a state of desperation to potentially catch up to look for a combo. But does Teal go in for that? No, he doesn't get baited by it. It is interesting because I feel like, well, I mean, I guess you don't really need to prio the Mei here, but you could have gone Shadow Throw to completely negate the shield. But again, with that Gust, I could also see why you'd want more heals, because even if you get the shields down, it really wouldn't matter, because anytime Mei gets really low, you should expect another Gust. And on the side of Match Ready, you're going to have to hold mid in a pre-16 fight here. But here comes the taunt, here comes the bullet. And can they get another Gust? And Gust is on cooldown again, like we were talking about on rotation. Look how much more damage they're doing here. And look at their ults are about to come up. Anna Li Ming is coming in, but they're backing away. They realize that they need to back away from the Li Ming while she has that, because they have a lot of swishes on the side of Boost Bonobos. But can they catch again? Can they catch the Mei again? Here comes a complete taunt. And again, great stuff. They knew the rotations coming in, and the Falstad was a little bit too late. This is a great fight now for the side of Match Ready. And Falstad is getting a lot of W value, and they're looking to completely negate any form of Dragon Knight. But look here, this is what happens when you have a TLV or completely demolishing your lanes here. Completely demolishing. This is, and Sonya's gonna have to go back, but Teal might be low. But you get a complete full combo by the Li Ming. Great combo, but again, the Dragon Ice pick, they didn't respect the TLV catching up top. I do agree, Jamster, as we were talking it out, I do think that Mortal Strike was the right play, because even if he would have gone the Shatter Throw, it really wouldn't matter, because you're just going to get gusted. So I do agree. I'm just speaking my mind as we're going here with that. But I 100% agree with you. So what can you do? You have to stall out, right? You have a Falstad down. You just need to burn this down there. It shouldn't really do too much. Greymane does get kicked, but maybe potentially look for another fight here, right? So it looks like on the side of Boost Bonobos, they're gonna potentially try ganking. No, they're not. They're not gonna gank this on here. They're just gonna keep soaking 20 here, and they're just gonna keep poking down. They're gonna consistently keep poking down. This is where the 1.1 attack range comes in handy, and Greymane does get kicked into a wall again. But see, let's watch how Boost Bonobos reacts as the TLV is stalling. You know, all of them are up there, right? And looks like they're potentially posturing for the bruisers. Yes, they are. They're potentially gonna waste a DK and keep stalling. Falstad is up, and you know, you can completely keep stalling as you have a bottom by Eric soaking the bot wave. And Greymane is continuously going to try focusing on the Dragon Knight, but Dragon Knight is going to continue soaking. Guys, this is really rough on the side of Match Ready, because you can't force fights. Look at how Boost Bonobos is playing. They're playing it well. They're looking for a gank potentially on the TLV. No, they're looking for a gank for Boost Bonobos here. They're trying to see if they can catch one on rotation at pre-level 20, but this is where TLV comes in handy. TLV can start scouting, but they do give away Eric, but they just start taking the bottom because they know they're on the top bruises here. Great stuff. They're trying to mitigate and try to put some lane pressure, get some XP for the side of Match Ready here. But the problem is will they have enough time, you know, to get level 20 prior to the next objective? It really depends on how they engage here. So Eric is going to be aggressive here, but you do typically send Eric because he's pretty fast. And Eric is just trying to stall out here. Look, they're going to get a free clear here, and Eric should potentially go down here. No, Eric gets pretty much teleported back by the ult. So ult was used by side TLV. They're going to start taking their top bruiser, but there's going to be a scout. TLV is going in, and they almost catch TLV with the jump here, but Mei realizes, but Mei is completely caught out by himself. Can they punish him for it? And this is where the bullet comes in, because he's completely by himself. And here comes the top of, but they do catch it, and Gus is down, and this is really big. Now, TLV is trying to take the objective here, but Cold Bastion does go in, and let's see if they get a counter kill for the Li Ming, or the Cassie here, but no, Cassie does completely obliterate the Li Ming, but they're going to be fighting on the Bruiser camp here, and too bad Li Ming is down, because they are not going to get any resets here. Greymane does go down as well. Can Teal make it out? This should be able to, because you have an Ana right behind you, but that is unfortunate that the Cassie completely blew up the Li Ming, because if that reset were to happen, that may have been a complete change of pace of the game for the side of Match Ready. But no, Boosted Bonobos said, no thank you, we are going to kill the Li Ming, pry out with the Cassia, and now they're going to start focusing the keep here, or the core here now. They are going to do a lot of damage, it's 87, but Falstad is caught, but again, here goes the cleanse again, right? Really, really good stuff. So you have a level 20 high 5 here. Let's see if Lucio gets value by reducing healing on the Varian, right? Whenever he gets up. but great overall play for the side of Boost Bonobos. They are really understanding, like, this is how we need to play our game. This is how we need to stop Match Ready's combo here. And it really comes down to Boost Bonobos doing a very bad play to risk this game. If they're doing again what they're doing, look, they have to race to mid because they know if they get the objective mid, it's more than likely game over at 68%. They should know. May should sniff out the variant here, and when the big, okay, so no other level 20, but then let's see if they can catch it. Sonya is potentially looking for an opportunity, but no, Teal gets completely put in, and Falstad is the target now. Can they catch it? No, Sleep is down, and here comes the guts. They're gonna get pushed in. Grace might be the target here because clearly isolated out. Anna gives the triple heal, but completely misses the song here. At least I didn't see it really hit, and health bar did not go up here. And TLV, again, when you're not focusing on these, here goes TLV, being annoying, pushing in the waves, pushing in the keeps here. And what are you going to do on the side of Match Ready? Are you gonna fight for this? But no, there's gonna be a complete miss on the sleep. There's gonna be a taunt again, but Unstoppable is on rotation here, and Gust, it should be not on rotation, and Leeming casts are all, but is it too late? That might have been needed to be played sooner to follow up, and no, they do get it. TLV does get it. They're focusing out, and that is what happens. We have TLV again. You can do so much, but can they catch the false set here? And they're getting really low. Teal is getting really low, but they're going to focus on Sugarbear because Sugarbear got caught out as soon as with Varian. And they get a combo? No. But Cold Fashion didn't use y'all. Did not trust his ability to hit that combo, but I do understand because you think that you hit it, but he does get the redemption kill. But it really doesn't matter because you have the objective going straight for core. Doesn't matter, but you got to respect the commitment here. And at 40%, with Cat is now on pressure, Sonya might be able to get the kill, but it doesn't matter. We are going to get a game number 3. Exciting stuff for Boost Bonobos. They responded well. Just how Match Ready responded to Cho'Gall. They just showed this is how we're going to respond to your comp. Let's see what Match Ready does to see what they can pull out of their arsenal to completely negate that. Yes, APOC, I corrected myself there. I know. I sometimes forget. But here are the stats for everybody, right? TLB, 31k. Sonya just couldn't keep up. And again, understandable because it's hard. As soon as you step up to try even fighting the TLV, you have Falstad rotating top. And that is what happens. You have a Falstad on that map. You just play mid, right? You decide, do I need to go top or do I need to go bottom? Falstad is so good on this map because of those game potentials, right? So, now we wait for the next game. Guys, great games by so far. Both sides going brawl for brawl. They're understanding, like, all right, they're going to go this comp, we're going to do this. They do this comp, we're going to do this. Comes down to the final game here, and this is what I'm excited for. I really love a game number 3. Even though for both teams, I can understand for the opponent, no, we don't want a game number 3 because we don't have a complete domination. But it's exciting, right? You can feel the competition, the competitiveness by both teams. They want to win. They really are practicing. They're putting the time in. You can tell by both teams. So now we have 1-1 taking the second game for Match Ready, or for Boost Bonobos. So we are going to get the next lobby. Let's see what the map is going to be. So we are being taken into Towers of Doom, picked by Match Ready. So with that being said, as we're seeing, let's see. So Match Ready picked the first map, Match Ready won. Boost Bonobos picked the second map, Boost Bonobos won. Is the trend here, and again, this is just me throwing out something stupid, is the trend here, if you pick the map, you win? Maybe. Wipeout, Vikings, OP. Yeah, he played it very, very well here. He played it very well. He understood that when the enemy team is fighting, he can sneak objective multiple times. Did it all the time. And prioritize lane, which is annoying when TLV is doing it too, especially good TLV. And when you have global with it, it makes it even more just really annoying, like really, really frustrating. And it just, with the comp that Match Ready had, just didn't have enough pace, right? With the Sonya, it just wasn't enough pace. And it also comes down to, I just feel like this, it's more or less the hero. Sonya just couldn't keep up. And potentially just needed to have another character, but it's really hard to say, right? Because you need something to negate the TLV, but also to be tanky. Appreciate the stretch for D Majesty. I'll go ahead and get this quick stretch in because my back is a little rough here. Go ahead and get that quick stretch, right? Oh, I just heard my shoulder pop. Means I'm getting old. Getting way too old. Always sitting in chairs, even at work. Oh, let me tell him Caster is ready. I do think you got to do a TOV ban on this map. These maps are pretty big. They're gonna try utilizing the you can utilize the TOV really well. You can't ban out Wipeout. Yeah, because if you ban out TOV, you're gonna get a Murky. One can hope, right? If they're playing Joe, go out mode for a Murky. One can hope. Because last time I saw a Murky play against the offlaner for match ready, they couldn't keep up with the Murky. Just joking. Shade's just being thrown. Or did the kill person thing? Did the kill one person? You're right. It really didn't matter because they did play the Falstad rotation well, but when you're dedicating all 5 heroes on one person, who's matching TLV? That's the other issue. You can get all the kills you want, but if TLV is just continuously pushing and pushing and pushing your lane, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't. But it looks like match ready is just, while we're waiting in draft, it looks like they're talking out. See what they need to do. They're talking about a quick game plan here and how they're going to play Towers of Doom, because they now understand that Boost Bonobos now understands how to counter that comp. By the way, guys, disclaimer. I love hot chocolate. So good. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. You can always have hot chocolate. It's just the warm version of chalky milk. I always remember that. But exciting series, guys. This is a really exciting series because these are games that I love to watch and now also love to cast because you get to see the ideas of both teams and how to be creative and how to show, right, their hard work for weeks and weeks and weeks of practicing. And let's see if Match Ready has any other comp in their arsenal to stop the momentum now for Boost Bonobos. You got to be feeling good after that, right? This is something that Match Ready is really good at, which is the single blow-up comp. Now, if they potentially do, oh no, because I would say if you're going to do that comp again, you need to prio ban Falstad only because even if you have a cleanse, that cleanse is on a rotation cycle, right? Even if it's a Lucio cleanse, you can still pick the same target right after, since there's low cooldowns. But I really do think the Falstad and obviously TLV respectively really did carry that game to get people out. Yes, it was an Ice Wall ultimate there. Geo Ice Wall got buffed, so I don't really like picking because I suck at hitting it. So I really honestly couldn't tell you 100% what got buffed on it, but it's people use it a lot to set up to, well, obviously to isolate because it's a wall, but to also set up kill potential by putting the Blizzard wherever your Ice Wall hit. I still like taking Avalanche. Now, I'm not saying Ice Wall isn't good. I do think it's good in the right hands. For me, I completely suck at it, and that's why your boy has to practice it. So we're gonna get again a Maya ban, and I guess we're gonna see the same thing. You might probably get a Medivh, and you may end up getting an Uther ban, or you let the Uther go, but a double support comp is pretty scary because they may end up prioing the Falstad yet again. But or we may get surprised. We may end up getting a Falstad on the side of match race. So they are gonna stick to the Uther ban here. They seem like they came out with a game plan for each draft. We need to ban these 2 prios because this is important. Cassie again selected by the side of Boost Bonobos. Let's see if we are going to get a curveball here. Yeah, right. Murky Abathur. God, one could hope. One can hope for that much disrespect. But disrespect comes with being able to... Good thing that wasn't a Frosty Murky, am I right? Yeah, see, good thing that wasn't a Frosty Murky. But we are going to get Teal's Johanna. That is a bread and butter for Teal over here. Johanna's pretty spicy. And we are going to get the Orphea. Great pick. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Oh, God. Here we go again. We are going to get a Falstad. We are going to get a TLV. Again, this is going to be the same strat. When things get too hairy for the side of Boosted Bonobos, you're just going to have to gust. And this is the thing that I'm starting to see is this going to be the Orphea, you know, potential maybe Leo and Tomb combo here? And if you do that, again, Falstad is just going to gust away everything if you don't catch the Falstad. You know, So they are gonna ban out the cleanse for Lucio here, but I really don't think the Lucio was again the issue here because any cleanse hero does really well against this comp, right? Like you could literally pick Anduin to pull them all out and then wait till the traits back up, right? It just doesn't matter as long as there's a cleanse. But obviously Lucio has better mobility against the Johanna because it's not a click to stun character, so Lucio can get away with a lot more. Now that I'm thinking about it, there is definitely more value as we're thinking about that. Can Confuse keep up with the Lightning damage this time though? Nah, I think Falstad's got it for Lightning. Confused is confused, you know? Isn't Falstad OP now? I would say he's really good. I mean, Falstad's always been really good, you know what I mean? It's just they buffed his W. I mean, W does more damage. We are going to get a Zeratul and get an Anna. Great pick for Sugar Bear to get the Zeratul here. That is a complete counter. If played correctly, complete counter to the TLV and to Falstad. You need to look for those rotational picks, but here's the thing. There is no direct stun for the Zeratul like an Uther, right? So you can't completely lock down. So Zeratul could even go into the 4-man to get a quick damage engage and get out. So we're going to get a May and we're going to Brightwing. So there is your direct there's your direct CC. It is going to be Brightwing. Now let's see what Grace picks. Does Grace pick up the Leo? But it's going to be rough because TLV, he has to keep up TLV. If he doesn't, and again, TLV is going to counter whenever they're on the whenever they're trying to take each shrine to get the objective here. That Johanna is going to feel confused, get it? Oh god. I have faith in the Joe here. I've always had faith. Always been good. The character stops seeing competitive play because Genji exists. Alright, well, you get what I mean, right? Like, when you don't have a Zeratul and a Genji, Falstad's pretty... Oh, okay, actually, Illidan. Illidan's pretty scary for that hero. But, you get what I mean. It's really good. It's a really solid hero when played correctly. But, unless you're Fnatic, who got away with it a lot, and they obviously ban out. Not in triple global, baby. Oh my god. They had every lane covered 2 times over because there will be one lane that only has one. So that means that Sonya is going to have to be careful here. Yo, what's up, White Widow? Appreciate you coming on by, my man. Finish the hot chocolate, guys. Really good. But guys, this is game number 3. Exactly what we want. Exciting matches here, right? Let's see how Boost Bonobos plays there. Big global comp here, and I do agree. Where is the mouth veil? So let's go back into the game. Big forehead mode right there. No need to judge, right? All right, let's go ahead and introduce teams one last time for game number 3. We have May being played by Muffin. We have Falstad being played by Infofox. We have Cassie or Brightwing being played by Patience. Cassie being played by Confused, and TOV yet again being played by Wipeout. And for the side of Match Ready, we have Sonya being played by Grace. We have Johanna being played by Teal. Anna being played by Paperwall. Orphea being played by Cold Fashion. And last and not least, Zeratul being played by Sugar Bear. Can Sugar Bear negate the Falstad, right? Can he do it? Because if he can, he's going to get so much value for his team, right? And there's a lot of soak potential here. Looks like Zeratul's trying to decide, does he want to go into the auto attack build to completely burst down Infofox? But no, we're going to get a Q build here. And that is potentially looking at the TLV. And again, with this comp, yet again, you have to play kind of slow because with the Q build, with a cleave build Falstad, it takes time to ramp up damage at your level. I believe it's 16. But it looks like they're going in. Great unstoppable by the Johanna tier, so he doesn't get CC'd out by anyone. And Infofox is pretty low, but they're looking at May now, but they completely miss on the sides. But great, good stuff by Paperwall for paying attention and grenading the Brightwing to negate some heals. But even though he didn't, chunk, I guess the Brightwing did get it through, but it's the fact that he's paying attention. So that means that could be very detrimental to the side of Boosted Bonobos. When that grenade does hit at the right moment, he is gonna do good things. But looks like, yet again, Boosted Bonobos is going in for a very aggressive comp. Because, again, you have TLV soaking. And you have Zeratul in mid. But they are looking to re-engage here. But the Johanna is going to be a little late. And here comes May, going to stall out. But Falstad is in. Here comes the sleep. And here comes the Orphea combo here. Can they get Cassie here? Because Cassie is getting low. And Orphea is getting resets here. Here comes the Unstoppable for the Brightwing. But can they do a lot of damage? No, but no. May is going to now focus on the Orphea. And Orphea is now going to kill. Orphea is now going to get killed. But Zeratul comes in and punishes. the Zeratul now punishes the false set, but can they get more? They do get more. They get the Brightwing. So in trade for the side of Match Ready, excellent trade. You got your camp, you got 2 kills in the beginning, so it's a 1-for-2 trade. Not bad. They're gonna start looking at the side of Siege Camp for Boost Bonobos because you have 5 seconds for the Brightwing. But look at how low their mana is. If Boost Bonobos sniffs this out, this could be bad, but they're gonna be a little too slow. False Head sniffs it out way too late, and they get out. Great job prioritizing the opportunity that was presented there, was to take their comp, and now you just need to reset. If you're on the side of Match Ready, you don't really need much to do. It's gonna go in, right? You got both yours. Oh, they almost got the glitch there where you can glitch it at the wall. By the way, if you guys didn't know, if you're playing Li Ming, whenever the pumpkins come in, you can wave of force the wave right before it crashes to the gate and it gets stopped right at the wall. Frosty didn't tell you that, by the way, but just thought I'd say don't do that. Wink, wink, right? Don't ever do that in your games on this map. That's cheating. But Zeratul's gonna go back to mid, soaking and put pressure on the TOV, while Sonya is gonna go top. So now they're gonna start putting pressure down in the bot fort wall here. And Mei is going to Unstoppable, but is it enough? They do catch it, but here comes the Unstoppable to make sure he doesn't get polyed by the Brightwing. But Muffin does get away. But that is on rotation here. The Mei trade here, I believe it's a 30 to 40 second cooldown. I can't think off the top of my head, but I believe it's a 40-second cooldown. So can they take advantage of that time, right? Because Anna does counter the Mei and counters the Brightwing here. And Teal is looking like he's going to get maybe I think another blind here. Yeah, he does get a blind. And now you're going to look at the Orphea is going to try putting pressure here, but Paperwall does miss his sleep here. And you're going to see Brightwing continuously trying. Teal does miss, but they're not going to gank the Orphea down. To Cassia is going to get a lot of damage. So does Falstad. Orphea is going to be focused out here, and Orphea is focused out because Teal got a little bit too aggressive here and got overthrown by their team, and that's what's going to happen to your mage player here. Frosty can't even hit that in time. Hey, listen, not all the time, right? But here comes the Zeratul, gonna get big damage here. Great damage. They should get the Falstad next, potentially. No, but Zeratul cleans it up. Great stuff by the side of Match Ready here, right? Good job. You're gonna get another lead in cannon shots here. I don't do that in my games, right? I miss, right? Oh, but you're gonna have more stall by the TOV, but now you're gonna have both, and now you're gonna be kind of low. The side of Match Ready, you need to heal him back up if you're the Anna here, but can you punish this Anna or punish the Falstad by coming up here? Yep, he did kill me there. All right, so Johanna is going to be pressuring back here because they see all the stalls here and they have a level 7 lead. And again, the longer you stall here for the side of Boost Bonobos, the more your TOV get value here. And here comes, again, TOV is going in, but you might need to not force a fight here because now you have Orphea dead. Yet again, they are forcing out on Orphea. Orphea just can't potentially hit her Q abilities or W abilities to do, or more likely Q to keep dashing away. You have to make sure you hit those, especially on characters on the side of Boost Bonobos, because if you don't, you're going to get punished, as you see continuously. And Anna is having a hard time, it looks like, CCing out, missing the sleeps, missing those important sleeps. Now, if you're on the side of Match Ready, Teal is about half health with half mana, classic Teal fashion here, it looks like. But you're going to look like, on the side of Boost Bonobos, you're just going to take your camp. So if you're on the side of Match Ready, just go ahead and start clearing out your camp. Now full health with half mana. The reason why I say this, I'm emphasizing this, is because each team did reset. So if there is another team fight, potentially, Teal is really low on mana. Now, Muffins is leading the charge to potentially take their camp, but realizes that they took it in time and backed away. Teal will back now, but you now have a Sapper camp coming in. Can he make it in time to defend? This wall is most likely, or potentially, coming down. Here comes the Sappers. They're going to stall out in mid, and they're going to put a lot of pressure in mid. But as you can see here, Zeratul and Sonya are, again, they are just trying to soak. At this point in time for the game right now, all you need to do is play as much as you can to negate the effects of the TOV, to get to your level 10s, to get to your combo here. Teal should be fine here because he has his Unstoppable shit, but Teal goes back in to get into quick W, gets potentially a tap, and they kill a Lost Viking up top. And Orphea, again, is really high up with no tank behind her. If she gets Polymorph here, she is dead. And again, here we go. Yet again, dead. Orphea is way too high up for a 4v3. You just have, if you're playing on the side of Match Ready, you just need to play to negate the damage, or you see to negate the destruction on the side of Boost Bonobos into your fort, right? As long as you're not, I guess these are considered keeps, right? So as long as you don't lose your keeps here at this point in time, you'll be okay, right? Just you don't need to die for it. Oh, and we are going to get an Avalanche here. This could be big. You now have Gust and Avalanche if things get a little too hairy with a soft cleanse here. But they are going to polymorph the Joe here, and they're going to take the They're going to take the objective here, and they do use Avalanche, but it doesn't hit anyone. But Zeratul does go in, and Zeratul should be able to come back in. But here comes the Orpheol, and great ult by the Sonya here. Does Brightwing get out? Brightwing does get out. Oh, barely missed by the Zeratul, but great rotation by the Sonya and getting some kills with the Zeratul. Now, you got to start playing aggressive. You got to start looking at forts. You got to start looking at forts, but you start looking at damage here, right? You know ults are down. You know important ults are down. Falstad will be up, and probably will be back in lane in 2 seconds because he's probably going to fly down mid, or fly down bottom, as I meant to say. And here we go again. Zeratul and Sonya. Sonya's just rotating top to mid, top to mid. Okay, so they are forts at first, then keeps. I do remember that talk about it. Great cash jams here. So they're forts at first, and then they do switch over to keeps. I remember. But here comes Sonya yet again. Potentially, he's going to be caught in mid. There's going to be a lot of ults being pushed by, and they should catch the Sonya here. Sonya is way too aggressive. You're more than likely just needed your Zeratul to be there because your Zeratul is has the more capable abilities of getting out due to teleport, but even then, potentially still could have got comp. I kind of wanted to see the Avalanche entry. That would be so toxic. But again, here comes a 4v3. Zeratul is rotating down. Looks like they are wanting to take this fight, right? You are going to let TLB soak the lane, but this is a fight that you can potentially turn around. And great unstoppable ball by Teal to understand. But here comes the Blessed Shield. Here comes the Orphea comp here. And here comes the combos here. And looks like they're going to negate it. But does Muffin get caught here because she doesn't have anything? Zeratul is going to use... Oh my god, where is that going? Avalanche misses, but they're going to catch him. And Brightwing just got completely negated because of the Void Prison and gets completely busted up in the head. Back to the Nexus. Unlucky, and great timing for the side of match ready because now you get both towers. But again, TOV is most likely going to stall you, but you should put pressure on this side while you have a chance. See if you can do it. You need to kill one of them if you're on the side of TOV. So there goes one. Now, Joe or Paperwall might see the one up top. Yep, they do. They do realize it. Now, does... I believe... Nope, he's going to stay down mid. But great stuff on the side of match ready. They're looking for the opportunities. Great unstoppable by the Johanna, right? Johanna is looking for opportunities. Do they sniff this out? Does Zeratul sniff out? They do, and they're gonna jump on the foul set here and potentially put a lot of pressure. And here comes Brightwing, and you just need to kind of get out, play a little passive. Just right, you need to back up. Oh no, he went the wrong way, and they're gonna punish the Zeratul here because Zeratul went the wrong way towards team. His team got focused out, but Mei is looking to rotate on Teal. Teal is way too high up here, and here comes the Gus play. It's coming. Here comes the Gus, and they're going to get a 4-man team wipe. Sonya is looking to try to negate something here. Here is a nano boosted Orphe here, but I don't think it's enough. I think they're going to absolutely, completely team wipe them. Unfortunate 4-man team wipe to the side of match ready. They are looking good for boosted Bonobos. They are understanding that you caught the Zeratul. He was way too high up, committed to the play up top, and got punished for it, essentially. And Boosted Bonobos understood the opportunity, and now they get a free fort until it turns keep at 12 minutes. But either way, same thing. Zeratul's going to go back in, but they have the polymorph. Can he get back out? This is a wormhole, right? Or Seeker. Yep, it's going to be the Seeker in the dark. And there could be a potential chance. Here comes a Void Prison by Sugar Bear to negate. Oh, no. Sleeps down. But again, okay, at least you got alt out. And here it comes. Sugar Bear is going to go back in. He should get punished here because he went back in. Potentially, he does. He does get punished because he, again, went back in. Did not need to be there. Just needs to do your thing. They got the kill. They fall sad Gust out. And again, here comes the next objective. And they send the TOV back down. They're punishing the Zeratul for the overextension play on the side of match ready. They need to set up their combo as fast as they can, or they need to utilize the Zeratul as fast as they can. Is Zeratul on the side of match ready? This is a great opportunity. Now here comes the Orphea with the Li Ming here, but can they do anything? Here comes the Cassia all, and Orphea is stunned out. Can Paper Wall keep her up? Here comes the Lightning Ball, bounces continuously, and Blind does miss, but they didn't really commit any more ults here. They almost got kills, but on both sides, the healers are keeping both their teammates alive, and great CC by the Brightwing here. CCing the right target, and Mei punishing the Orphea, right? That has got to be your target. If the Zeratul does not get caught out by the Brightwing for Sin Seekering in, your next target would probably be the Orphea. Excuse me. Teal should scout this out, but there's really nothing you can do. And if you're on the side of Boosted Bonobos, you are looking good. You're looking good, and you now have Sappers going in bottom here. You are getting a 5-man Avalanche. You're playing against Rocks through and win with anything. True. Fair enough, fair enough. And they do cast his Zeratul again in mid. Right? It's mid, right? Oh, unfortunate. Caught out at a bad time. Zeratul is getting punished this game. Oh, here comes an Avalanche to the wall, but they miss. And they don't hit anything. But if you're on the side of Boost Bonobos, you can just gust the team back, right, and just push these in easily. Here goes one sapper, and they only get one in, but that's still good enough. One is better than none here. But Joe is stacking the Fawcett. Look how much damage on the side of Fawcett. Oh my god! Oh my lordy! Look at the damage difference here. Wow! Yeah, okay, yeah, he's busted. He's broken. He needs a nerf. But let's see how level 16. This is an equal fight, and you have a Sonya prepping up with the Joe, and it looks like they're gonna scout out the TOV, and they're gonna completely try doing a lot of damage. Okay, and vulnerability was used here. Brightwing is bottom to use the global occasion. Now they're gonna try getting a kill on the TOV, but they're just gonna potentially nope, they're not gonna respawn. It's 30 seconds. Now, if you're on the side of Boost Bonobos, what do? You obviously have your one camp. Why can't you just grab this one for the time being potentially? Right? It's a little risky, potentially, I don't know, it's a little rough here, but here we go. This is going to be a fight that they want to take. Unstoppable is down. You could have already grabbed this while the time that they're down bottom, taking the objective here, and you could stall out if you're on the side of match ready. You could just confirm one, but it might be a little too late. But no, here comes Sugar Bear, just pressuring, showing himself that he's there, and he knows. On the side for Infofox, he knows it's going to happen, but Sonya does get caught in the blizzard here, but here he goes, right? Good cleanse on the side of match ready. Great cleanse. Here comes a lot of damage coming from the Zeratul here. Needs to play careful. This is the power spike for match ready. This is what you need. But oh, two-man caught, and they are going to get pushed out. But does it really matter? Is the damage truly there? Oh, here comes the Gust for the Ana, potentially. No, they're going to Gust both of them into the heap. Two tills here, potentially. No, but they get the Void Prison, and they get the damage kit. Or if you get it, no, it's a trade. It's a trade. But is it good enough here? Is it enough? Does Zeratul now go down? He does teleport back, and Joe is looking to be up, and he does punish. Zeratul does punish Eric, but here comes Sonya. Sonya is now backing away because Teal is getting a little, but they do a lot more damage. Zeratul is doing a lot, but has no mana. Let's see how Grace plays this. Does he play patiently, or does he help his team? He's looking like he's going to go for this TOV. Doesn't realize they should now call back, but Zeratul is, again, caught out. Caught out completely. Dang, on the side of match ready, you were looking so good with getting those kills, and maybe if they make it to level 20... Nano Boost level 20 might be their saving grace, because you're going to have plenty of heals for either the Orphea, which heals herself, and also Zeratul, which gets a level 20 talent heal as well. It just really comes down to the self-sustain it's looking like. In that last fight, the sustain just wasn't there, wasn't enough. And again, Gus was used a little prematurely. Here comes Teal with the Unstoppable, and here comes the combo, and completely gusted out. And Infofox made a huge mistake, gusting way too early. And here comes Teal coming in, forcing out the Cassia. Can they kill Muffins here? But they do. They should be able to kill it, and Brightwing should go down potentially. No, does Muffins get out? He does, maybe? And does Teal get it? And Teal catches. Can Orphe do anything? He's so low. Can they kill him? Oh my god. Look at the health regen. Oh my god. Oh, but Teal is redemption and kills them and kills Muffin. And they catch Brightwing, who's overextended. Great stuff at the side of match ready. They committed to the kills. They understand they need these kills. Teal was committed to the Mei, didn't care, was gonna kill her. This is the chance that you have. There's 3 men. You need to start pressuring the keep here. You need to pressure this. And here comes Sonya taking the sappers down bottom. You need to start pressuring bottom, because you need to start taking control of this game. If you don't start taking control of this game, you're going to let your team get right back into it. And great timing for the camp, or for the objective down bottom. They're going to kill Eric. And now you're going to get TOV again, soaking down bottom. Great stuff for the side of match ready. They are fighting. And one thing that's really good about Towers of Doom, the game is never over, right? It's never over. Even if you're at 1, it does feel like it's over, but it's not. I know it sounds dumb to say it like that, but it's never over. And they're going to counteract by taking the boss by getting 2 cannon shots. This is rough, because now you only have 5 shots to play with, but again, it's never over. Yeah, you have 12 to 5. Definitely a still winnable game for the side of match rate. Just control bottom here, right? And make sure you get these sappers on rotation continuously, and continuously keep pressuring bottom here. Hate to see people with skill shots who are standing still. Yeah, those are the worst. Because whenever you're thinking that they're going to sidestep you, and then they stand still and you were predicting the sidestep, it's rough. But look, they're gonna give up bottom for no. Are they just gonna take top instead? Oh no. They're now gonna take back bottom for free, and now they're rotating on the side of match ready. They're scrambling to head back bottom. I don't know if they really needed to go back up top, but here again, they are casting it, and this was not the best idea for letting that bottom go. You want to fight here, but they're looking potentially for Mei to isolate the Johanna, but here Johanna does have her unstoppable. They are gonna get a quick WQ, which the side of Johanna with Roar and with Subdue was looking for the Subdue quest, and Roar does a lot of damage to a burst damage for 2 people. But if you're now inside the boosted Bonobos, you're looking really good. You took back your bottom, and now you don't have to worry about sappers going in, and that was because on the side of Match Ready, Boost Bonobos took advantage of the play that Match Ready did by sending everybody top. Zeratul getting vision by looking for Scout, but they saw that he was there, and does Sugar Bear react time? He does. He does. Now, it comes down. You have 1 fight left to potentially set up for the 1, or you get... or you win it over to the side of Match Ready and have another chance to win this objective here. Now, let's see. What do they do? I think Zeratul should be the nano target here. Let Orphea heal herself, because Zeratul can go in and go ham, and Zeratul does need all the mana he can get, and if they do gust a little too early, and regardless, Zeratul can be completely annoying due to the Zeratul's talent abilities. Super annoying with Whirlpool Blade. And look, Muffins is going in, slides in. They're trying to stall out the TLV from getting the objective. Here comes Zeratul on the back line on the false side here. Is now looking up top. Is going to see if they can do anything. Is the nano, when is the nano going to come out? Here comes 3, and is nano going to come up? That is 2 Lost Vikings down, and they do get 3 right back up. Jesus, that is rough inside. But here comes the ultimate combo. Here comes the Sonya Leap, and instantly catches with the Orphea combo. Is the nano boost? It's casted, and VP still up. But can they get Teal? Teal gets into the void prison. They're gonna try isolating the Cassie, but they're gonna drop in. They're gonna completely annihilate the side of Boost Bonobos. This is huge for Zeratul. This is where he shines. This is where he blows things up. This is why Zeratul's really good against TLV, because he gets a lot of stuff. And Muffins does get out, but does Muffins stall out Sonya? Sonya knows he's getting really low. Oh my god, this is a great game. Sonya saw the opportunity, and Gust was missed, and there is a great combo for the side of Orphea, but Cassie does go back in. Now does Zeratul sniff out the Mei? Mei is going to stall as long as she can, but Orphea knows they're going to do it. They're going to potentially kill the Orphea, but they're looking to catch. Zeratul is out of mana, and it's only a 2v2. Can they do it? TOV is potentially stalling, but this is very rough, but you have a lot of mana for the side of Muffins here. They're gonna stall again because Zeratul do kill her. Zeratul doesn't have Whirlpool Blade, maybe? Oh, it's just gonna keep getting stalled, and he's gonna back. He's gonna try stalling as long as he can. All you gotta do is just tap. Send one to tap. Take time to tap. You can stall out one another. You probably should have sent the Zeratul to tap. Oh no, Brightwing and Ballstat are now back. But can they kill the Zeratul? Zeratul didn't need to commit yet. Did not need to commit. Now Falstad is gonna completely negate this, and Paper Wall should go down here and gets caught. Oh my god, what a roller coaster of a game. It was a nice combo, and they had so much time, but Muffin and TOV just stalls it out. Oh my god. But can they catch anything on the Orphea here? Orphea is going to get pulled away by the Johanna here, and they're trying to get 5 shots, but no, they're just going to commit to the 4. So now you're 12-1 here. For the side of no, they're gonna try committing to this. They're gonna try fighting for this. This could be the saving grace for Boost Bonobos, but no, Teal gets completely punished here, and they're gonna get Gust away, and Grace is gonna be completely caught out. This might be GG, maybe. No, it's gonna be GG. This is the fort. This is the keep gone. They have to fight in mid, but they're already starting the tower shots here. This was such a good game, but unfortunately for the side of Match Ready, Boost Bonobos stalled out long enough for the Brightwing, for the Faucet to come in.